Lovely. And from here, we move to the question and answer session with our speaker, Shruti Jain. So, can I have the questions, please? Yeah. So, Shruti, these are the questions for you. Yeah. How to integrate the 3H, that is the head, hand, and heart, in the education impactful, according to you?
Okay. So, a very nice question. Right now, as what I had also stated, whenever that we are dealing with any kind of concept, like I will just give an example of demand and supply. So if I go into the class, it is, I know, if the prices of Apple increases, I'm going to purchase it less and vice versa. But when I'm actually involving them into a play, when I'm actually making them the sellers, when I'm actually making them the buyers, giving them the resources, and then they have to apply their head, they have to apply their heart, in a sense that they are dealing with the buyers and the sellers, but who are potential their friends himself, friends herself. So that is where, and then they are dealing it with all the resources that they have. So when I am focusing on service learning, when I'm speaking on experiential learning, that is what I'm speaking on. Let the child experience, not just by reading. Okay, social entrepreneur नाम का भी कोई चीज होता है, NGOs भी कुछ होता है. Let them go there. Let उनको कोई कुछ सिखाना नहीं है उनको. Let them actually be in their place and understand how blessed they are and how they are not. So my answer to this question would be, let them be involved in such kind of activities that helps them to utilize all parts of their body, rather than just doing 2+2, or rather than just making the experiments on paper. So the answer to this, as what I had spoken in my speech as well, was give them. It's like, I don't know whether you know that there was a Kohler named psychologist had conducted certain kind of experiments on a chimpanzee, wherein that chimpanzee was given resources. And if you see, I mean, I will be sharing I don't have the link right now, but I can very well share the link. Insightful, it's known by the name Insightful experiment. If you see, those chimpanzees were given resources and they were given a condition, and they were not preconditioned. उनको पहले से कुछ पता नहीं था. Having the resources and seeing the conditions of their choice, they actually made all the things. So there were these bananas lying up. So they were never aware कि हम लोग कुछ ऊपर चढ़ के हम bananas ले सकते हैं. But they were given the resources of boxes. They were given the need of, okay, I have to reach that bananas, and that is how they utilize all these things. हम अभी फिलहाल क्या कर रहे हैं? We are focusing on कि चलो ये पढ़ लो and इसको लिख लो. Why can't we have a more case study or a project based approach wherein जो लिखा गया है अच्छी बात है, what are you going to add into it? How are you going to make a change towards it?
So are you doing this with your children?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Now the next question, I'll just rephrase it a little. It is said that these days teachers are very complacent and they really don't want to embrace change. That's what leaders are watching. So how will you tackle this particular problem, this particular issue of teachers not being ready to embrace change?
So my personal view onto this is, frankly, teachers in India particularly are not given that amount of respect, and that is where it all comes from. So I have a few friends in Germany who, on my job or on getting Disha as inculcated, they were so happy. They were like, oh my God, you are a change maker. You would be respected like anything if you come to our country. But in India, if you see, I'm not generalizing the statement, but whenever that we speak, it's like, अच्छा teacher हो तुम, okay, तुम ये काम करते हो. So कहीं ना कहीं we are not respecting them, and that is the reason they wholeheartedly are not able to accept it. Once we start respecting them, once we give them the ample amount of resources which are necessary. Again, when I say resources, what are we as education institutes providing them when it comes to training? Are we providing them training from time to time? और आर वी थिंकिंग अबाउट कि नहीं ये तुम्हारा डेवलपमेंट होना चाहिए? हम लोग कर रहे हैं. हम लोग क्या करते हैं? सैलरी दे देते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ चीजें कर देते हैं. वो भी प्राइवेट स्कूल्स में होता है. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू गो इनटू पब्लिक एंड प्राइवेट, बट दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. सो समवेयर I completely agree with this fact. We have to actually improve their self-esteem. We have to make them realize that you are the most important part of the society. I mean, I'm not a mother yet, but if I would be one, and when I see my kids, I mean the kids at Disha and at my college, I feel that the kids spends the most amount of time with their parents, and the second one is the school. And abhi, because of the working population, it is first school and then the parents. If my teachers are not good, if my teachers are not caring, if my teachers are abusive in nature, I might develop chances that I might become that. So it is necessary that they are complacent. I can completely agree to it, because somewhere we are not giving them the respect. Somewhere we are not thinking about their progress. Somewhere we are not thinking कि इनके लिए क्या training progresses होने चाहिए जिसकी वजह से they move a step higher in the ladder. So that is what I believe. Ma'am, your mic is muted.
Sorry,
Ma'am, you will have.
Yeah, sorry. Well, the third question also, I would like to rephrase it and make it just simple. That according to you, do you think that there could be a curriculum without holistic principles and concepts into it? Could there be a curriculum? What is the importance? I mean, what is the importance of having holistic principles and concepts integrated in a curriculum?
It is for the overall development, as what I had stated. Filhal mein, we are concentrating on numbers. Filhal mein, we are concentrating, okay, if your profit states this and this, I mean, if you see Asian Paints right now in the lockdown period, whereas there were other companies which were actually letting their employees just move out, Asian Paints was the only company which actually has doubled the amount of salary that it was paying. So it is all about generating empathy. The present curriculum that we are following is before all these four aspects. We are not, I mean, somewhere our emotions are overheading is controlling us. But we have to do it other way around. It is very important that we know what our emotions are. मैं खुद अभी ये एज पे जाके मेडिटेशन करना सीखी हूँ, साइलेंस में रहना सीखी हूँ, because I know at times my emotions or my mind gets over my body, and when you say that, which is not a good task. So any curriculum which is not focusing on all four of these things, I guess the future is not bright. Then we have to definitely focus. We have to definitely make youth. I guess the questions of the first thing and then what I had spoken are somewhere interrelated. That you have to get along with it.
Right. Okay. Now the last question, because I think the fifth question is almost answered with your other questions. So
right.
We'll take the last question. That is, according to you, do you think that covering the entire curriculum is important at this point of time, now that you've spoken about these unprecedented times? So do you think that the complete curriculum should be covered, or can we just do it in parts and have it done with it?
As in the present curriculum, or you want?
Yeah, the present curriculum that we have for this particular year because of COVID. According to you, should we have the complete curriculum, the complete portion covered, or can we just do it in parts? What is your take on it?
See, frankly, as you would also second it. I mean, I don't know how many teachers would second it, but when we also had changed from an offline, like we were sitting in a class, standing in a class, or dealing with the kids in a personal touch, and suddenly the very next day we were in front of our screens. So that was a transition which has happened. So yes, not all the topics that we are so not all the topics that we are speaking in our present curriculum, because that present curriculum is being prepared in terms of a one-to-one touch, a one-to-one conversation. So that needs to be rephrased, and I feel for the younger ones, only the things that are very much important right now should be taught, and the rest can be adjusted whenever that they come next. It is completely okay to not touch onto those things, but certain things which actually make them involved, certain things which actually have them, employed for the entire day, gets them, like what I had stated. I have given my kids plant. So plant is no less than a baby, as what I stated. So उनके पास इतनी एनर्जी है मैम कि आप उनको कुछ बोलोगे, so they will run for you for kilometers and kilometers and then be back. I want to channelize that energy. So it is okay if they don't study A, B or C, but it is completely okay to learn that patience. Okay, I've planted a seed, and there have been times, ma'am, अब क्या करूँ? मैम ये बड़ा क्यों नहीं हो रहा? मैम ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा? And with time, itself they get their answers. So this is learning by doing. So I feel not the entire curriculum, but a part of it should be taught, and the rest, at least for the younger ones, if that is not necessary, if they are not appearing for a IAS, IPS examination, that should have been left. Yeah.
Right. Good. Your interaction with all the viewers has been excellent, Ms. Shruti Jain.